Korea's consumer prices have been rising since the start of the year, including those of key staple foods. And in July, prices rose at their fastest pace in 4 months. The government is set to announce measures to help cool down inflation, especially as the country approaches the biggest holiday season of the year. Kim Mok-yeon has more.
The government has vowed to push for strong measures aimed at stabilizing consumer prices. During a vice-ministerial meeting on Tuesday, Korea's finance ministry announced it will attempt to cut prices for farm and fishery products by as much as 50% by early next month, stressing how the cost of living has hit an over 5-year high.
Prices of Napa cabbages and white radish have risen a lot, and we plan to increase supply to meet demand. We will also expand wholesale market shipments and hold discount events.
The ministry also said it hopes to quell rising prices before the peak season in October, when people in Korea celebrate the traditional Thanksgiving holiday, Chuseok. In the long term, the ministry has vowed to focus on driving down agricultural produce prices in general, which have surged due to month-long drought in the spring and frequent floods and heat waves that affected supplies.
The good news is that the latest price hike is due to temporary factors such as severe weather conditions. So if the government's new measures are effective, I think we can expect prices to be stabilized by the end of the year.
This comes as Statistics Korea released its monthly consumer price index for July earlier in the day, which showed signs of steady inflation. The consumer price index rose 2.2% on year in July, its highest growth rate since March, when prices rose by the same margin. The figure is slightly higher than the previous month's rate of 1.9%, as rapidly rising fruit and vegetable prices pushed up the overall figure. Agricultural, livestock, and fisheries prices jumped more than 8.5% last month, with prices of fresh fruit and vegetables rising by a whopping 20% and 10% respectively. Prices of electricity, water, and gas also contributed to the rise in July's prices, as they climbed 8%, while the rise in petroleum prices, which had been the biggest factor pushing up the consumer price index, slowed to 0.5% last month. The government expects inflation to cool down in the coming months, following the impact of its newly released measures to stabilize prices. Kim Mok-yeon, Arirang News.